Growing up in England, I never imagined that I would be living in Missoula, Montana, training in the dead of winter with snow and ice all around us. But here I am with Missoula Strikers U16 boys team, preparing these guys for a trip of a lifetime, to return to my hometown of Hull, where we'll get the opportunity to play against some major youth academies, ending with the pinnacle against Hull City. After months of preparation, the time had come to test ourselves. Missoula Strikers teamed up with Iconz Experience, and Iconz offered us the opportunity to go to England on a 10-day trip for one of our teams to experience stadium tours, watch professional games and play against some youth academies to really test what we have to offer and kind of see the comparison between England and the US.
Who's made the most progress? Oh, just started. Oh, have you? Like a season, fresh season? Oh, well, there you go. That was what brand new coach. It was only day. This is where the post-match interviews take place. Go on.
Oh no. Oh, Missoula. No way.
Come on.
After a whirlwind 24 hours, the team finally had an opportunity to rest, relax, and prepare for the upcoming challenges ahead.
So we're back at the stadium in action. Montana, USA, the Missoula Strikers coming out of Leicester. And a massive thank you to our friends from Montana, USA. Is Jake in there?
First thing I want to talk about is for you guys to focus. Alright, tune in. Does anyone play the guitar here?
Right, what you have to do before you even start playing.
Tune in. Alright, so let's do that. I think after the Kettering game, the boys kind of wished they could have had it back. They felt like they really could compete at that level. It wasn't as difficult as they might have thought going into it. Had that game come later in the week, I think they would have won it quite comfortably. After the Kettering game, we were invited to the Kettering clubhouse where both teams would go back and have a bite to eat, socialise, maybe watch some soccer. That's something that is typical in the British culture, is most teams have a clubhouse, and it's a cool environment, cool place for the community to share something, and it's something that we kind of miss out on in the States, I think. After a tough game, it's often a good idea to put on a brave face. We had the opportunity to do that at Kettering's clubhouse with some media work.
Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy. All good? Perfect.
After Kettering, we headed north to Nottingham where we'd set up home base and prepare for a game against Nottingham Forest Youth Academy. Nottingham Forest boasts some of the best youth talent in England, with some England youth national team players.
The one thing I would say to you is when you play Hull and you play Forest, yeah, they'll pass the ball, right? And if you're going to sit off them and let them play, then they're going to hurt you, yeah? There'll be a step up from Kettering, yeah? There'll be a step up, and the one thing I would say to you is go and close their space down. Because even good players, if you close their space down, they give you a chance. Bad players give you a chance anyway. Good players will still give you a chance, but not as many. You've still got to go and close it down. Yeah? So that individual battle, 1v1, be aggressive. Your movement's got to be quick. What else? Your voice. You're getting it today.
be high paced. You watched them last night in practice, right? They just ping 2-touch, all right? And they were pressing real quick. So on and off the ball, they were super quick, all right? So like Micky was saying yesterday, don't be charging in and overrunning that pressure, okay? Because they'll just play around you and now you're out of shape and you've hurt your team, okay? So charge in, slow down, and defend correctly, all right? Remember your 3 Ds, delay, deny, defend, get your blocks in. Blocks were really good in Kevin. Okay, make sure you're putting your body on the line and just defending with your life. Any shots from the edge of the box, inside the box, you are flying at it. Remember your C's, compact, composure, and can we counter when we win it?
First of all, well done, okay? Whatever happens, well done. Proud of you. All you can ask is come here, be in the game. You're in the game. I'm not disappointed at you, but I'm disappointed for you. Just say that to us, okay? Disappointed for you because you cut the individual errors out and you're in that game, you've got a chance of a draw, a win. It's not about chance, it's about performance, we know that, but that's what you've got to cut out when you go home.
Strikers on 3. 1, 2, 3, Strikers!
Nottingham Forest game ended 4-1, and I think that the boys felt like that was quite a disappointment and an unfair result, because in actuality it was much closer than that. I think the boys realised if they were able to cut out those individual errors that they were in a much tighter contest. The boys had the opportunity to listen to Nick Barmby, who played for Hull City, who played for Liverpool and Everton, as well as England, several England caps. From there, the boys went on to have a yoga session, a light recovery after all the strenuous games that they played so far. The biggest differences between the environment there in England and here in Missoula is just the passion and drive that those kids have for the game. They're all trying to be professional athletes. They live and breathe soccer. They're fighting for a professional contract. They do nothing else. It's just all soccer, and that's what they're passionate about. But the level of determination it takes is extreme. You know, you have to put every ounce of your being into pursuing that. The biggest thing I wanted these boys to realize on this trip was kind of an understanding of that, what it takes to play at that level. It was quite emotional coming back to Hull, and I was really excited to bring the boys with me into that environment. I was really excited for them to be there and kind of get a feel of what it was like when I was their age, living in that environment, you know, trying to make it as a professional with Hull City. And I was looking forward to them soaking some of that up.
So I did things that I was good at. I didn't try doing things that I can't do. So you've got strengths and you've got weaknesses. Play to your strengths.
Because there's not many teams that come over from the States and compete. Okay, and I'm not saying win games, I'm saying compete, but even more than competed. They come to me. But the first thing manager says, great game that was, we enjoyed that. Okay, and that's because you. Okay, brilliant, honestly, really, really proud of you. Well done. You've had 3 games in 4 days. Big, big ask. Okay, and it's got harder and harder and harder. And you've got better and better and better. And that's all we can ask from you. So well done to all of you.
I was really quite proud of the boys after the Hull City game. It was very emotional for me to see them out there and also be on the sideline and be part of it myself. You know, it was something I always dreamed of as a kid, putting on that shirt for Hull City, and to see my boys out there playing against them was fantastic. The boys realised that they're not too far off that level if they really gave everything they had. I think they have a newfound hunger and passion for the game, and I think they have a real desire to apply it when they get back to Montana. The biggest takeaways is a sense of community around like the clubhouse that we mentioned at Kettering. There's such a community vibe, but some of the biggest things that our players can gain from an experience like this is kind of a taste of that passion and drive that players have, and if we can add some of that to our own culture here in Missoula, we'll go far. I never imagined I'd be in Missoula, Montana, but having been here for 10 years now, I realise how much of a special place it is. It's my home because we've created something with Missoula Strikers that is extremely special. The culture, the vibe, the kids are fantastic. It's just such a great community and has strong roots and connections. And the future is bright. We're going to get bigger and better. This is just the beginning. So I'm looking forward to it.